Bub, what are you doing on my armoire? Bubby! What's up? You done? You done harassing me? Now you can't get up there and put a vase up there. Oop. Hey, this is Bethany, and today I am going to be showing you guys my September favorites. I had quite a few, and at the very end, I'll include the ones that aren't exactly beauty favorites, but I still feel compelled to share them with you guys because they were awesome and they helped me, and they were new things I discovered that I really want to share. And then also, I did receive some things for my birthday, which was on the 1st. I'm not going to include that in this month's favorites, but you best believe that some birthday presents are going to be in my October favorites once I film it. So, yeah. Anyways, let's proceed to all this stuff before Bub knocks it over. So I'm going to start with what is on my lips right now. I made an ombre lip out of these two NYX Liquid Suede liquid lipsticks, and I am wearing the shade Amethyst and also the shade Pink Lust. Pink Lust doesn't look good on me on its own, so I like to ombre it because on its own sometimes pure pinks look a little odd on me. I gotta add something. And then this color I really like. I probably want to include it in a tutorial. This is going to be amazing for fall. This is the shade Cherry Skies. It's similar to my Anastasia Trust Issues, but it is more of a like oxblood red without all the brown in it. Like, this is a way more cooler toned. My Anastasia Trust Issues has definitely a brown taupey tinge to it. So if that's a little scary for you, maybe try this for fall because it's gorgeous. Also, I'm slowly acquiring as many of these as possible. Hopefully I'll have more of the collection soon to share with you guys. I've been putting swatches on my Snapchats for you all to see. Another favorite I've been liking this month that isn't like quite a full-on love, but I tried it for a while and kind of forgot about it and tried other things, and then I came back to it and I'm like, wait, this ain't bad. This is the NYX Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. This isn't a bad foundation at all. It's like $6 or $7. It's one of the cheapest ones in the drugstore, and it is genuinely very pale. I don't feel compelled to put my white foundation and mix it in with it to make it pale enough for me. If you guys are interested in seeing a foundation routine with this, let me know. I think this is a good foundation. It goes on very nicely. It's just the long wear about it that I'm concerned about. I just wish it held up longer without my face getting oily, because it is matte and poreless. So it looks good, it's pale, but I've had to work around with products to make sure it stays on longer and whatnot. So it's pretty good. It's not the greatest, but I do recommend it as a cheap drugstore option for people who want pale foundation. Okay, I've also been trying a few skincare items this month. The first one was in my Ipsy bag and I'm almost out of it. This is the Visanti Brighten Up Enzymatic Face Rejuvenator. This is basically like a low-tone micro exfoliation, you know, cleanser. And although I generally use my PMD, mind you, I'm kind of lazy about doing it, I should use it more often, I do think this is a good, like, temporary alternative to fill in sometimes when I'm too lazy to use my PMD. The thing I don't like about microdermabrasion cleansers is you're rubbing them all over your face and you don't have as much control or precision like I do with my PMD device. On acne, like open wound acne. You're like trying to avoid it while scrubbing your face in the shower. So that's something I don't like. I do think this is way more mild than my microdermabrasion kit thing, my PMD that I have at home, but I really do think this is nice microdermabrasion. I've tried a couple other brands, and I think thus far this is my favorite one that's come out of a bottle, and it doesn't feel like I've torn up my face after I use it. So I just think it is really rejuvenating, and it does help slough off a bit of the dead skin, even if it's not as high powered as my other microdermabrasion device. So I'm recommending it. Another skincare item I've been using actually longer than that microdermabrasion is this. This is the Studio 35 Beauty Alpha Hydroxy Face Cream. And Alpha Hydroxy is like a chemical micro exfoliator for you. It is not beads, it's like a cream you put on your face and it rejuvenates your skin and, you know, helps your cell turnover. So I've been using this for close to 2 months and it looks like I haven't even touched it. Like, you barely have to touch the tip of it, and I've been using it in the place of my serum, and I do feel like wherever I use this and continue using it, it does give a more rejuvenated brighter appearance. So if you're in the market for something that's really super affordable, this is available in Walgreens. It's like $10. It looks like you barely just need to touch it and move it around on your face. I've been using it in place of a serum before my lotion, and I just think this is a really good skin rejuvenator. I had to try it out since about 3 or 4 YouTubers I saw had recommended it, and I do think that this is like a jewel in the drugstore that some people may look over. So maybe you want to try that out if you want to like youthen your skin or just help it be a little brighter. I think this is good stuff. So this month I've actually been trying a couple palettes nonstop. I mentioned this one in my last month. This is the Vegas Nay Stardust palette, and I freaking love it. I did a tutorial on it. If you guys want to see that, I'll link it below. But my go-to shades are Millennial, because this is like a super warm tan color. Really awesome for my blue eyes. It just makes them pop. And then Girls Night is really good for going in deeper with that color. And then we've got this gorgeous crease shade, this rich brownish oxblood burgundy. I don't know all these like burgundy terms, kind of wine colored, I guess. So I've been using basically, all of these except for the black and the purple. I will say that if you are looking to buy this for that purple shade, pass this up, because this purple is really, it kind of falls short. But everything else in this palette, if you like these type of colors, then go for it. It's only $45. It comes with a small little eyeshadow primer and this little tiny glitter pigment. Let me show you this on my finger, because I wore this on my birthday and it's beautiful. So this is what this glitter pigment looks like right here. It's in the shade Nude Beam, and it just looks gorgeous on my lid or lighting up my inner tear duct, and I love it. Like seriously, I honestly don't even know if I'm doing it justice showing it here, but it looks really good. Now, as for the Lorac Pro 2 palette, I passed this up for a long time, even though I wanted it, and then I bought it and hoarded it on my shelf for a while. I was like, maybe I should return it. I feel guilty. I have the first one. I don't know, I'm ridiculous. But the shades are very different from the first one. If you're sitting there thinking, I don't need this, then maybe you're wrong, because I ended up buying it. But my go-to shades are all the ones on this side of the palette so far. I haven't made my way over here, but I'm really excited to get to these deeper colors as the weather gets colder and maybe do a look with them. But this light brown is like a much softer crease color, and I'm wearing it right now. And I blended it out with this Nectar shade, which is kind of more blushy. I just love using all these mattes up here. And then also this Rose shade, uber beautiful, and that is on my lid as well today. So I'm just loving this palette. As always, these Lorac shades, the mattes are really buttery, and I don't even know if I'm pronouncing Lorac right, but this is good stuff. And then the last eyeshadow thing I've obtained recently, which isn't exactly an eyeshadow, this is the iMagic Professional Cosmetics Cream Paint Palette. And this is like an exact dupe for the Makeup Forever Flash Palette that's like $98. This was like this is like between $13 and $20 on eBay. I'll put a link below if you guys want to check it out. But basically, the ingredients list is identical to the Makeup Forever Flash one. I looked up people's reviews and swatches on this before I bought it, because it is out of China, it is bought on eBay, so, you know, there's always that to keep in mind. I tested it out on my skin. I didn't see anybody having a problem with it. I've tested it out on sensitive areas. I've had no issues, but I mainly use it for weird looks or just like, you know, as a base before putting on an eyeshadow. I like this. I really do. And I do think this is a good dupe. I don't have the actual palette that it's a dupe for to compare it to, but I just know for my crazier looks that I'm trying, it's really helped out. These don't really set very well, but if they're just going to be for a look I'm doing for my Instagram, that doesn't really matter to me. I will say the metallics are a little bit underwhelming, but this color is so freaking bright. If you want to see how I've been using it, check out my Instagram, because I have some posts using these two bright colors right here and a little bit of that gold. So last year I was trying out the Tangle Teezer brush, and I had 2 of them, and I've been using them a lot, but they both got kind of warped. I don't know, because I've been carrying them in my purse or whatever. But this is better than the Tangle Teezer. This is a wet brush. Rachel Whitehurst raved about this last year, and I never bought it because I was like, I got the Tangle Teezer, I don't need this. But my friend Jess, who is, you know, a hair lady, a cosmetologist, she came up here and she was hanging out with me, and she's like, you got to try this. So I went and bought a little small one that I carry in my purse, And this bad boy is so nice. I can brush my hair with no ouchies, and I'm really sad that my childhood didn't have something like this, because I had hair down to my butt, and my mom was rough on my tender-headed self brushing it. So, but this feels really great. It's supposed to be better for your hair. You can even brush your hair while it's damp, but I don't really do that. But this is just really gentle at detangling your hair, and I really, really recommend it, especially if you have long hair. You're missing out. Alright, so I've got some favorites this month that have nothing to do with beauty. So if you're not interested in that, I'm just giving you a heads up. Everyone else who wants to know what I've been obsessing about lately, here we go. I found a website where I can read all the Zelda manga, and I'm going to list it below for you guys because it's super hecka special to me. It's like Zelda Infinite .manga or something like that. But basically I don't own all the Zelda manga, and I got to read it all online. And if you are like a Zelda obsessed person like me, then you might want to check out this link. It's nice to be able to click through and just read everything, especially the Ocarina of Time child and adult timeline. Those ones were particularly interesting to me because it offers like an additional side of the story you don't see. And then, you know, there's the Majora's Mask and the Oracle of Ages and Seasons, whatnot. I read all those. So yeah, if you are obsessed with Zelda, I'm going to link that below for you to check out. No, I'm not sponsored by this website at all. I'm just feeling like if your heart is in the same place as me, you will get pure joy out of finding this and being able to read it. So linking that below. Another thing that I've been obsessed about lately is a couple weeks ago, my boyfriend and my friend Anna introduced me to the series on Netflix called Inuyasha. And there's only 2 seasons on there, but in a matter of 2.5 weeks I watched those 2 seasons and then just the entire series and 2 of the movies. So pretty much I'll watch it while I'm trying to go to sleep. Like I'll watch it on my phone with headphones while Ty's sleeping. If you are the kind of person that I did not like Twilight, but there was kind of a guilty pleasure about watching it, you might like that. If you like anime and action. The guilty pleasure about this that I like is there's a bit of a love triangle in it. But it's an action anime about like a half-demon guy and a girl that goes back into the Japanese feudal era. And it's just funny. It's a cute show. It's a little bit dark-natured at times, but I really, really dig it. And I wish I had found it sooner, basically, because it's adorable. It's stupid. There's some things I don't dig about the show that I think are kind of weird, but I won't get into those. I'm just gonna say it's pretty enjoyable, and if you are the kind of person that likes a little bit of anime, you might want to check that out because it's on Netflix. And one thing I want to tell you guys as well is a music recommendation. I have mentioned to you guys having anxiety issues a lot, and this music I found has really helped me in my anxious drive to and from work. And basically the music that I've discovered recently is blackmail. I've been listening to it for a couple months, and my boyfriend found it for me, and it is just so beautiful, such ethereal, otherworldly music. Like, I can listen to it on the way to work, and it just takes me away. It takes me to another place where I just don't feel as anxious anymore. Or I can just kind of make my own little notes and sing along with it. But for the most part, I don't feel the need to sing because it just comes over me, and I picture myself like in another world. Like, there are certain songs that they start off and I'm like, where am I now? I am a mermaid. Like, it just feels really otherworldly to listen to. So it's called Blackmail. I really do recommend checking it out. Their album cover looks like a squirrel. So I'll play a little bit so you guys can get an idea of what it sounds like, but I love it. Too much of that, so I don't want to get in trouble for like copyright or whatever, but that's like one of many of their songs that just take you away if you listen to them. So if you're into that type of music, then check it out because you'll just be very happy to find it. I know I was. Alright, so those are all of my favorites for September, and some things, you know, aren't beauty related, but hopefully some of you guys enjoyed those recommendations. I know that when I do give non-beauty recommendations, a lot of people do seem to enjoy them and they tell me about them, so hopefully you guys will look into them and maybe trust my input, or tell me what you think if you try them out, like Blackmail or Inuyasha, or if you go read the Zelda manga and like get all nostalgic like I did. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. If you have any questions about any of the things I've mentioned, be sure to leave them below and I will respond to you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching my videos, and I will talk to you later. Bye.